Welcome to week 14 of Kleschka Picks, everybody. Let's get started with the Thursday game, the Falcons and the Saints. But first, I have a special message from somebody from softball. Haven't seen him in a while. Here it is.
Hey everybody, this is DPF checking in from Utah. Hope you're all having a great day.
There you go, DPF. He is in Utah. He moved to Utah. One of my best friends, like he said, in Utah. And he hopes you all have a great day. And let's get started with his favorite team, Saints and Falcons. All right, so the Saints last week played the Panthers, and they won, again with their dominant run game. Seems like it can't be stopped. And the Falcons were embarrassed by the Vikings. Not embarrassed because the Vikings are a good team, but I expected them to do better. They only got 9 points. They lost. And after they were hot for a couple weeks, what happened? It all just kind of went out the window. And I think the Saints are going to win this game. The Saints have been so dominant lately. They lost a couple weeks ago to the Rams, but the Rams have also been very good this year, so I wasn't shocked by that. But Atlanta seems so up and down. The Saints are on fire right now. I think they're going to win again with their dominant run game again, 24-20. All right, the Seahawks, my Seahawks, who beat the best team in the NFL last week. That felt so good. And the Jacksonville Jaguars, who they are the favorite team of my friend Marcus, who you guys have seen in a couple vlogs. I think one, actually, only one. But more to come. And Seattle, like I said, we beat the best team in the league last week. Jacksonville won last week. And I think we proved that if we can beat the Eagles, just because we're injured doesn't mean we're completely out of it. Like I just said, we beat the Eagles last week. And Jacksonville won last week. And I think we're going to do good this week too. I think we're going to make Bortles struggle. And I think we're going to get the win, 20-17. Colts and the Bills. The Colts lost to those Jaguars. And the Bills, what did the Bills do last week? The Bills lost to the Patriots. I mean, come on, the Patriots, who beats them? They've only lost to the Chiefs and the Panthers. The Panthers were very shocking to beat them. But anyways, Tyrod Taylor got injured last week. He's day-to-day at this moment as I'm recording this. He could start, but it's not looking like he will. So I think what's going to happen is, if Nathan Peterman's a starter, we all know what happened in San Diego.
The hands of the and that's it. And that's the fifth interception.
So not good at all. And I think they're going to go to the ground game if there's no Tyrod Taylor. I think they are going to dominate with LaShawn McCoy. And the Colts have just been pretty bad this season overall. Even though this would be a chance for them to get a win, I don't think they're going to do it. I think that the Bills will win 23-17 with a dominant game by LaShawn McCoy. The Vikings and the Panthers. Vikings held it to a very low-scoring game against the Falcons last week. And the Panthers played the Saints and lost. Saints are on fire. I don't blame them. The Minnesota Vikings have been very tough to beat this season. With Case Keenum, he's been a very, very good surprise at quarterback for the Vikings. And I think that's going to continue. They are on a roll. They have a very good record. I think they will win 27-23. Bears and the Bengals. Bengals lost to the Steelers on Monday Night Football. And the Bears lost to the 49ers in a field goal game. 49ers had 15 points, all field goals. 5 field goals from Robbie Gould, and the Bears lost. Okay, so here's what I see for these two teams this week. The Bengals did very well in the first half against the Steelers and then could not complete it for the win as they lost. And I think they're playing an easier team than the Bears, although the Bears did beat the Steelers in this season too. And this time, I think the Bengals will win 23-13. Packers and Browns. Packers beat the Buccaneers last week, if I remember correctly. Let me double check that for you all. Yes, they did. And the Browns lost. Water is wet. Grass is green. What else is new? Browns are 0-12, I believe, now. It's getting a little ridiculous, although, I mean, that's what we expect from the Browns every season. Yeah, Green Bay they're doing, Jamal Williams is a nice surprise for them. Brett Hundley's not doing terrible. I think this obviously going to be easy for the Packers against the Browns. I think they'll get the win, 24-9. 49ers and the Texans. The Texans lost to the Titans. 49ers were the master of a field goal win last week, like I said. And I don't think that's going to be the case this week. Jimmy Garoppolo didn't do too hot in his debut. Like I said, not even a score for the 49ers. It was all field goals. And the Texans, they've been pretty good without Deshaun Watson. I thought they'd be way worse. They're not too bad. And I think they'll have an easy time against the 49ers, winning 24-13. The Chiefs and the Raiders. The Raiders, I know what the Chiefs did last week, but I can't, for some reason I'm blanking on the Raiders. The Raiders beat the Giants, and the Chiefs lost to the Jets. What is going on, Chiefs? There's a three-way tie in this division between the Raiders, Chiefs, and Chargers. They're all 6-6. Whoever the top team is up there because of the record within the division or whatever. But they're all 6-6. And I think the Chiefs will win this week, although I don't see it being an easy win. They finally looked good last week. For the most part, they booked 2 long touchdowns to Tyreek Hill, 2 long touchdowns to Travis Kelce, and I think if they finally get Kareem Hunt being good again, or at least what he was in the beginning of the season, then I think they will be the complete team, and I think they will get the win. I think they can do that against Oakland. I think it'll be close, 26-23, Chiefs win. Okay, the Lions and the Buccaneers. The Lions are falling apart right now. And the Buccaneers have been up and down, but for the most part, they haven't been that great this season. With how the Lions are imploding right now, I think this is a good time for the Buccaneers to take advantage of this. I think they'll get the win, 24-17. Cowboys and the Giants. Cowboys came out and scored 38 last week. I did not see that at all with how bad they've been struggling. The Giants fired Ben McAdoo. Geno Smith got the start last week, still did nothing. I mean, better. And then Eli Manning's got the job back, and Geno and Rex Ryan were going at it behind the scenes. It was hilarious. Giants are just they don't want to remember this season. And Cowboys, I think with all the bad luck the Giants are having, and you guys are back to what you were last week, then I think you guys can get the win this week. I think Cowboys will win 30-14. The Titans and the Cardinals. The Cardinals, what did they do last week? They played the Rams, and the Rams are such a good team this season. They lost, and let's see, who was the other team? The Titans beat the Texans. Titans, I don't really have a clear picture on them. I don't really see much footage of them. The Cardinals, however, I don't think they're going to go out there and beat the Titans. I think the Titans are the better team. Cardinals are so injury-ridden this season, and I think that the Titans will win 20-16. The Jets and the Broncos. Jets beat the Chiefs. I'm telling you, Jets put up a competition when they play you. They proved it last week by beating the Chiefs. Denver lost to the Dolphins. Denver has been so bad this season. Their offense has been terrible. The Jets, I think, are going to win this game. With how Denver's been playing, the Jets shock people a lot. I actually don't think this will be shocking. I think the Jets actually are not the underdog. I think the Broncos are. And I think the Jets will win 24-13. The Chargers and the Redskins. Redskins lost last week. Chargers won last week, but they played the Browns, so that was basically like a gimme. And the Chargers are part of that three-way tie, like I said. They've been going up lately. They've been looking better. And the Redskins have been, like I said, Redskins have been up and down this season also. I think this is going to be a shootout. I think that the Chargers are going to be the ones coming out on top. Keenan Allen has been good lately. Melvin Gordon has been good. I think they'll get the win 30-20. The Eagles, who lost to the Seahawks, and the Rams. Rams won last week, and this is going to be a great game. Both these teams have been shocking this season, and it's going to be fun to watch. I really do think so. And I think it's going to come down to a last-second game-winning field goal for the Eagles. They've been very good. Hopefully they're not going down after they played us. They were up all season, and maybe they might be going on a downhill slump towards the end of the season. It might have started last week. I think that was just like a one-game thing. I think they'll go back to the Eagles that we've all been watching this season. And I think the Eagles will win 24-23. The Ravens and the Steelers. Steelers came back to get the win against the Bengals. The Ravens beat the Lions. And Ben Roethlisberger said this. They said it multiple times in the Steelers-Bengals game because the Bengals and Steelers played very violent against each other. And Ben said he worries for people's health when they play each other. He said when they play the Ravens, however, it's a tough game, it's tough football, but they respect each other. Like, they know they're rivals, but they know it's just a game. And when it's all over, they are just friends and totally have respect for each other. That's what Ben Roethlisberger said that. And so I think this is going to be a good, hard-fought football game. When the Steelers seem to play within their division, it seems to be a tougher game because these teams have so much rivalry between each other that they want to play tougher and harder. But I think the Steelers are the better team, and I think they'll win 27-20. The Patriots and the Dolphins. Patriots and the Dolphins played earlier in the season. Patriots beat the Bills. Dolphins beat the Broncos. Dolphins got to be feeling good about themselves. The Patriots, of course, are feeling great. They always do. Gronk is going to be suspended for this game, but I don't think that'll matter because the Patriots are such a dominant team no matter what. And I think that the Patriots, of course, are going to come out on top. I think they will beat the Dolphins 30-20. Okay, everybody, thank you for watching Kleschka Picks Week 14. My record currently stands at, I'm sorry I did not give this to you guys last week. It stands at 121-70 for the season. And I will see you all next time. Subscribe and join the Kleschka crew. Like the video. See you next time in Week 15.